Hey friends, today we are going to discuss another technology company that is down 35% from its peak. And this stock is available at a PE ratio of just 6.3. Can you guess the name of this stock? Okay, let me give you one more hint. This company is a major investor in two recent tech IPOs of India, Zomato and Policy Bazaar. I'm sure now you know the name. It is Info Edge. Info Edge has fallen 35% from its peak of 7,465 to levels of 4,800, and now it is available at a P ratio of just 6. Well, a high growth stock with bright growth prospect available at a PE of 6 sounds unreal, isn't it? A lot of people commented that Info Edge is available at a dirt cheap valuation with a P ratio of just 6. So should we buy or not? So in this video, we'll discuss the reason behind such low valuation of Info Edge. And of course, we'll also discuss about the company, its leadership, future growth prospect, key risk, and then financials. And then finally, we'll cover the valuation part. Again, this video is not a buy or sell call. My intention is to help you understand the business of the company and then make an informed investment decision. All right, let's get started. Started in 1995, Info Edge is one of the early age internet companies of India. It started its business with a classified recruitment online business with name Naukri.com. Today, Naukri.com is the largest player in Indian online recruitment business. And Info Edge is a very well diversified company with presence in multiple online businesses. It has got mainly four major business segments. First is recruitment. So recruitment include Naukri.com, which is a clear market leader in the Indian e-recruitment space. Then it includes NaukriGulf.com, which is a job site focused on the Middle East market. Then it has got FirstNaukri.com, which is a fresher hiring website. Additionally, Info Edge provides job seeker value-added services such as resume writing. Info Edge is also acquiring a lot of potential companies in the recruitment space. For example, it acquired IamJobs.com, which is India's leading recruitment platform for management professional. Then it acquired Hiris.com, which is an exclusive recruitment platform for premium technology talent. Then second business segment is Matrimony. In Matrimony segment, it includes Jeevansathi.com, which is among the top 3 online matrimonial space in India. It also has official Jeevansathi match points and franchisees. Then third segment is Real Estate. Real Estate includes 99acre.com, which is India's largest property marketplace covering almost all the major cities and a large number of agents and developers. Then fourth business segment is Education. Education includes Shiksha.com, which is essentially a college and course selection website and not a course provider website. In addition, Info Edge is a key investor in some of the leading startups in India, including Zomato, where Info Edge has 15.18% shareholding. Before the Zomato IPO, Info Edge had around 18.5% shareholding in Zomato, but it sold around 2.5% stake. Then it has invested in Policy Bazaar, where it holds 13.3% stake. Then Info Edge has stake in Exigo, which is an online travel portal. Then it has stakes in Ustra, which is a men's grooming product company. Apart from these companies, Info Edge has invested in many potential startups, including your No Paper Forms, Univarity, Shop Kirana, Medcoats, Adda, Coding Ninja, Shipsy, etc. In FY21, Info Edge had a total revenue of 1,098 crore. Out of this, the major contribution is from Naukri.com, which is rupees 771 crore. So 70% revenue of Info Edge in FY21 was from Naukri.com. Next major contributor is 99acre with revenue of 173 crore. So 16% revenue is from 99acre. It means around 86% of the company revenue is from Naukri and 99acre, and remaining contributes 14%. Please note that these are standalone numbers and not the consolidated numbers. As far as Info Edge EBITDA is concerned, it reported an EBITDA of 254 crore in FY21. But interestingly, Naukri.com EBITDA were 415 crore. It means so far Naukri is the only venture that is in profit. Also, if you look at the operating margin, Naukri.com has a margin of 54%. So basically, Naukri.com is the bread and butter business of the company, which is highly profitable. And the remaining businesses are still not in profits. And the reason being that other businesses are still in growth phase and spending heavily to acquire the market. If you look at the revenue breakup of Naukri.com, 90% of total revenue of Naukri is from B2B segment, from corporates looking for potential candidates. Some of the B2B services include resume database access, job posting, employer branding, etc. Rest is from B2C or consumer segment where the job applicants pays for premium services. Naukri is further building up the business with investment in multiple ventures including iimjobs, which is a leading recruitment platform for management professional, and Hirest, which is an exclusive platform for premium technology talent. Info Edge promoter and chairman is Mr. Sanjeev Bhikchandani. He is among the pioneer of internet-based business in India. After completing his MBA from IIM Ahmedabad in 1989, he has successfully established multiple internet companies in India that are leader in their category. It include Naukri.com, Jeevansathi, 99acre and Shiksha.com. In 2010, he stepped down as CEO of Info Edge and focused on fifth vertical of the company, which is investments in startup. We have already seen the bumper listing of Zomato and Policybazaar where Sanjeev invested during the initial stages. Then there are many potential companies where he has invested. Info Edge MD and CEO is Mr. Hitesh Oberoi. He has done his BTech from IIT Delhi and MBA from IIM Bangalore. He has been associated with Info Edge since year 2000. So there is no doubt that the promoter and the leadership pedigree of Info Edge is top notch. Overall on the company and its leadership, I would rate Info Edge 10 on 10. If you look at the future growth prospects, there is no doubt that the future is digital. And Info Edge is a leader in not just one but multiple segments of online business including recruitment, real estate, matrimonial and education. There's an explosion of internet users in India over the last few years due to affordable smartphone and low-cost internet. This has opened up the market for 1.4 billion people in India. Although currently there are around 761 million internet users in India in FY21, but it is expected to reach 974 million by 2025. So internet penetration would continue to rise in India. As far as individual businesses are concerned, Naukri.com has seen a sharp rise in demand. This was mainly due to high demand from IT sector, and the demand in the recruitment space would continue to rise. Then real estate sector was badly impacted due to COVID. However, company has mentioned that there is an increase in real estate ad spend on online platform. Next, if you look at the matrimonial segment, the online matrimonial business is expected to grow at 14 to 15% CAGR. There is already a growing trend to use online portals for matchmaking. Although 50% of matchmaking business in India is contributed from South India. So Info Edge is now focusing on deepening the penetration in North and West India for next level of growth. Although operationally, Jeevansathi is still in loss. Info Edge is investing heavily on its existing platform with adoption of newer technologies like AI and ML to make their platform more personalized, increase the platform efficiency and overall product experience. For example, it added video profiling feature on its platform. Due to COVID, there is an increasing usage of video profiles for recruitment as well as video interviews. Likewise, Jeevansathi is also using video profiling along with video chat option for prospective brides and grooms. Apart from this, the investments of Info Edge in multiple companies including Zomato and Policybazaar would continue to grow. And Info Edge is now investing in a lot of startups. There was an article in September 21 that mentioned that Info Edge has invested in nearly 2 startups per month in 2021 with a total of 15 startups by September 2021. So you can imagine the amount of startups Info Edge is investing in. As far as future growth is concerned, the future is bright and I would rate Info Edge 10 on 10. Although you should also understand the risk aspect of the company. Since Info Edge is a new age internet company, it faces the risk of obsolescence. It has to stay updated with the latest technology to ensure that it sustains its position in the market. Next, company faces strong competition in each vertical. Although Naukri.com is an undisputed leader in online recruitment business, there is strong competition in other verticals. For example, in matrimony, it has competition from Shadi.com. In real estate, it has competition from Magic Bricks, Sulekha and so on. Likewise, there is strong competition in every sector. Then third risk is investment risk. Company has a lot of exposure in startups and not every startup would become a Zomato. In fact, company has mentioned that it has already written off 13.6% of its investment. So there is always a risk of failure from startups. Now, if you look at the financials of Info Edge, you can see that it has got a market cap of 61,473 crore and it has got a PE ratio of 6.3. Now, why such a low PE ratio? We'll figure out. Then if you look at the ROCE, it is 3.67 and ROE is 3.06%. The The reason for low profitability is because Info Edge is basically investing in your internet companies that are in their growth phase. So they are not yet profitable, and due to that, it has got a very low profitability. Now if you look at the debt, it has got 55.9 crore debt and debt to equity is 0. So the debt is negligible. And as far as its book value is concerned, it has got a 1500 rupees book value and share is 4773. So price to book value is 3.21. Now let's look at the revenue of Info Edge. So if you see here, Info Edge revenue year on year has grown from 748 crore in March 16 to 888 crore, then 988 crore, then 1151, then 1312. So basically there is a consistent growth in revenue, although there was a fall of 1120 crore in March 20, but again there is a jump and the trailing 12-month revenue stood at 1407 crore. And if you look at the profits, now this is interesting. In March 16, the profit was 136, then it fell down to minus 24, then again jumped to 512 crore, then 604, then fell down to minus 238 crore, then jumped to 1407. But look at this sharp jump. In trailing 12 months, the profit is reported at 12,428 crore. Now, what is the reason for such high profit in Info Edge trailing 12-month number? So here you can see that it is because of this other income. If you observe this other income tab, here it is showing 1584 and then 13732. So basically the earnings, the high profits are because of the other income. And what is this other income? It is because of the Zomato and Policy Bazaar listing. So if you look at the quarterly result, you can see that in September 21, it has reported other income of 8,315 crore and in December it has reported another income of 4,800 crore. And basically this income is the unrealized profit due to the listing of Zomato and Policy Bazaar. Please note that these are not realized profit. In fact, if you look at this article from Business Standard that says Info Edge can't sell 25,000 crore holding in Zomato and PB Fintech for a year, where it clearly mentioned that the company has registered a gain of 357 crore from sale of share in Zomato IPO, and it says that it has reported an unrealized market gain of 8,941 crore from its stake in food tech company Zomato. So this was based on the Q2 result. I hope now you clearly understand the reason for such a high profitability. It is because of the unrealized profit due to listing of Zomato and Policy Bazaar. And since the earnings have increased drastically, the PE ratio has fallen drastically. Now if you look at the shareholding pattern, the promoters' shareholding has fallen from 40.76% to 38.4%. So there was a slight fall in shareholding till September 20, where it fell down to 38.47, but since then it has been more or less constant. Although if you look at the FII movement, FIIs have actually sold their shareholding in December quarter from 37.7% to 36.37%, and DIIs have actually purchased the holding from 13.61%, they have increased it to 14.36%. In fact, DIIs have constantly increased the shareholding since 21. So it jumped from 11.25 to 13.26 to 13.61 to currently at 14.36. As far as the target for Info Edge is concerned, you can see that Sher Khan has given a report and it says buy Zomato at a target of 6,500. So this is a report, latest report by Sher Khan that has given a buy call on Info Edge at a target price of 6,500. So in this video, we discussed the business of Info Edge, which is the parent company of Naukri, Jeevan Sathi, 99acre, Shiksha.com, along with investment in companies like Zomato and Policy Bazaar. Info Edge is among the pioneer in internet business in India and a leading investor in tech startups in India. It is also the leader in majority of its category. Info Edge has a very strong leadership and a bright growth prospect due to rising internet usage in the country. As far as financials are concerned, currently Naukri is the only profitable venture of the company, but it is highly profitable business and there's huge demand in the recruitment space. For other business, management has recently mentioned that its real estate and matrimony business will play out in the next 5 to 7 years. And there are many startups where Info Edge has invested that can potentially become big in the future. Now, as we discussed, the valuation of Info Edge at a P/E ratio of 6 is misleading due to its unrealized profit from Zomato and Policy Bazaar. So don't get confused with a low PE ratio. InfoEdge is currently commanding a valuation of 60,000 crore. The share has corrected almost 35% from its peak. This movement was mainly linked with Zomato performance, and we have seen that both Zomato and Policybazaar have corrected sharply from their peak. In the future, if there is more correction in the technology sector, it would directly impact InfoEdge share price. But I believe that any fall in this company in the future would create a buying opportunity. So if you want to have exposure in the Indian tech startup ecosystem, then InfoEdge is a good option to invest systematically and buy on dips. Now tell me, what do you think about InfoEdge? Have you invested in it? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you next video. Till then, take care.